shop. I'm actually getting things lined out so that way I can start teaching independent welding sessions and start doing some fabrication and working on some independent products. So I just wanted to talk to you about the welding career path because I was going over this poster here, and as I was looking at it, it really made me think about the options that is available to us in different situations in different fields that we probably already be involved in. Sometimes you can jump into welding that's associated to a field that you're already in, like my brothers who are coming out of the military or going into the military. A lot of times they'll get out and they'll get an extra skill even in there, or as they get out, they'll get an extra skill to help them be able to maintain, around the civilians, so to speak. So as I was looking at this, I just thought it was just very interesting, and I wanted to go over a couple things to you because I'm knowing that the information, as we gain new information, as we know better, we do better. Especially if we have the desire to really educate ourselves and really get over the hump. So I wanted to go over a couple of these for you. It says that the government slash military officers, warrant officers, non-commissioned officers, enlisted welders. The military actually has different positions that you can get working for them or working independently as an inspector, non-demolition testing, senior welder, inspector, or a senior welding instructor. You know what I mean? So there's a few different aspects you can jump into this in. And then you have the technical sales where you have the distribution, the manufacturer sales, the outside sales, the counter sales, distributor, you know what I mean? So it's so many things you can do. So that's why I feel like being a welder, we just evolve. Like I don't really think a person once we enter the field, we can actually always have our hands in it somehow. So that's why I really love the field of welding because you can literally turn welding into a business, a trade that you can turn into a business. And literally all trades are one, but welding, it just got so much flexibility to it because you can own a store, you can if you want to stay in the field and just work, you can go from not working in the field as much to just doing shop fabrication, or you get tired of doing that, then you can start just selling products or answering phones or being able to help people solve their problems, or you can just be a welding inspector, just go out and make sure people's stuff is good and you get paid for that, just going and being a visual inspection or having the machinery needed to do the wave testing or whatever that you're doing to make sure that the welds are good. And then you have the skilled trades. You have the national officers. You got the the business managers. You have the instructor. You have the journeyman person, and you have the apprentice. So in construction, you have the owner, the supervisor, the foreman, and the welder. So at that end, the welder is like at the bottom, and then the welder turns into the foreman, and to the supervisor, and to the owner. So it's a process. You know what I mean? And that's for the educational side. So when it comes to educational, you have the professor. You can be the professor that actually teach the welding and teach the educational part when it comes to the engineering part or administration, where you just over that part of it. So when you're just a teacher only. So it all depends on how you want to do it. You could be an associate professor, just a teacher of welding, and then you can be a welding instructor. So there's many things that you can do with this. And then you have the manufacturing, fabrication, and repair. I like how they put all of that in one section because that's when we stress all the time: product over talent, product over talent, product over talent. I think that's what a product over talent occurs at, because being a manufacturer, making products and repairing. And it says, I like the order of this. It says owner, supervisor, foreman, welder. So no matter how you want to start, there's many different ways you can be able to go up. So from being a welder to a foreman to a supervisor over a full project to being the owner. And once you're the owner, you are the supervisor, you are everything. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say you can turn a trade into a business. It is very important. And then you have the research side, the scientist side, the engineer, the technology. Um, you have the technician, the welder is at the bottom of that. So it's a lot of these different programs, and the roots to these programs. I like how they got the tree. So these are like all the bare fruit that, you know, like when you see a tree. Oh, that's an apple. That's an orange. That's a tangerine. This is grapefruit or whatnot. Those are all just fruits of the labor. So the root to it, I like how it starts off. It says certification programs. That's the smallest. Private industrial welding program. So they said a private one, industry one, a welding program or some type of welding program. Then you got the high school diploma, welding, accolade courses. Then you got the 2-year associate's degree of welding, and that's what my guy Jay, who we actually did some independent Q&A with yesterday. He's in the 2-year associate's degree program that gives you more of a whole of welding. It's supposed to give you more technology, give you more of the technical side, the the origin of welding, and then that also the hands-on. It should cover everything in a 2-year process. And then you have the 4-year bachelor's degree, which goes into the welding engineering technology and just welding engineering, where you can get more in depth into it. And then you also got the graduate PhD degree in welding engineering, because you can actually get a PhD degree in welding engineering. And then that's, a lot of times that's going to be with, doing cab drawings, building, um, get into the specs and doing the prints, really getting involved with the creating a product from that standpoint on a digital scale, and then also being able to relay it over to a print to do it for the shop or something. So, like I say, the education of it is endless. You can literally get more education. And the cool thing about this education, you don't have to go to school. You can actually take programs and gain the same education, but takes over a period of time where you can get it to use it towards your business. So if you looking to jump into it to just get a job, there's plenty opportunities. But if you're looking into it to jump into it to start your business, there's many ways you can get into it. And I like how it starts off saying a certified program, private industry welding program, and then it goes to, high school diploma welding slash accolades courses, and then you have 2-year associate's degree. So it's pretty cool on what you can do. So just keep your options open, man. I think once we know that the career path for welding is so broad and there's so many things you can do, like it says, if you getting out the military, if you just jump into the trade skills, if you jump into construction and education and manufacturing or fabrication, research, inspections, and technical sales. You see what I'm saying? So you can just open up a store and sell welding goods. So it's so much you can do. Just keep your options open. I really think that 2021, this is the year to really maximize our potential, maximize our talent and our time. So if welding is something you're thinking about doing, just get more research, man. YouTube got plenty things that you can find on getting more information, so that way it can encourage you and actually help you decide what era or what direction you want to go in. And also for those who are in the local area, I'm in Columbus now, so I'm gonna be kicking off some independent courses in Columbus and Atlanta area, and doing different fabrication and container conversion. So if you are in the area, make sure you reach out to me. Check out the website www.hogonwelding.com. That's www.hogonwelding.com. And like I say, my goal is to lead by example. I have some independent courses. I have some welding skids. We got merch, all different type of things. So it all depends on how you want to network with us. My goal is to lead by example. So to kick off more independent courses and do more programs where we can actually start really seeing our people grow. And I'm trying to kick off some seminars too. So my goal is to kick off a seminar. The Independence of Welding is going to be the name of the seminar. And I'm right now I'm working on doing it. Am I going to do it virtual, or is it going to be in person? Right now it's looking like I got more of a virtual side demand for it. So we might be going the first one virtually and covering all this information that we need to cover, and make sure that it's a good setting and we can get some good feedback and answer a lot of questions and give some good insight. So our goal is to do more this year. So keep checking in with me. make sure you hit the like button up. Make sure you share and share with a friend. You never know who might need this information, so that way we can keep it going. So I appreciate y'all checking in. Be blessed and enjoy your evening. HogOn.